Cars and Coffee. We're on the way to Miami Cars and Coffee, which I've never been to, mostly because Miami is usually crazy to get to, but it's easy enough on a Saturday morning. I leave pretty early. I'm pretty deep in the city right now, hence why you see me very paranoid looking everywhere, because Miami is so crazy to drive in. So I will see you when we arrive. Peace. I gotta stop swiping at the screen to transition. I don't think it works every time. So we made it safely in Miami. The difference I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna be focusing more on my pictures. So what I have is, I don't think I've even talked about it yet. Oh my God. Would you just look at that? I don't know if it's focusing. I don't know if you can see it. Yep, nice skyline. Jesus. My 50mm that I usually use on my Rebel T5, I actually got a Viltrox adapter, a focus booster. I finally just bit the bullet and did it. Got one, so now I can run my 50mm on this current camera that I'm on right now, which has much better autofocus, as you can see. Like, it just snaps. So today's gonna be kind of a picture video. I kind of want to switch it up a bit and show you guys how I've progressed in my pictures and my camera work, and also potentially if you don't have Instagram, I think you should have Instagram and you should check it out. Check out my Instagram, check out the pictures and the progression that you've seen so far, because you've also seen the same progression in the videos. So keep that in mind. So let's get to it. Alright, so it's sort of getting rained out. A lot of people just left. It's looking like it might break up. We still have one more thing planned for the day. I would really love to pick up what is a short shifter. Okay. Oh shit, okay. So I'd really love to pick up the short shifter. I'm still waiting on that response. Hopefully I can meet up with him soon. It's a pretty cool part. I was looking online and Jesus, he just drifted that entire thing. I was looking online and the part brand new is right around 180 bucks and I'm getting it for 75 smackaroos. So I'm very stoked on that. He's selling separately the shifter bushing, but I already have a parent one, which I got off of another buddy for 20 bucks. We'll see if that even makes a difference or not. We're gonna install one or the other and then install the other one. So we're gonna do it one at a time. We're never gonna jump right into parts. Ooh, baby girl. Anyways, that's it. I will be back. Shit looks sick, dude. It's so cool seeing it up close in person, because I only got to like snap the picture as you were driving by at the meet. Dude, it's so clean.
Thank you, man. I got little things I want to do.
Dude, it's beautiful. I ran out of battery while I was upstairs with Mr. Tony. So what we got some stuff and things. We got a Torque Solutions box here with a picture of a short shifter, and here's a short shifter. It came with a sweet sticker that definitely adds horsepower, some grease, which we're going to use in the install, and these two little washers, or sorry, what little rings, plastic rings, sealer things, which I'm assuming probably deals with something in here. Alright, so I'm trying to give you guys good light, but my place is also a freaking mess because condo flooding update, I'm still living in my living room. The materials feel very, very nice. This top plate, I love it. I love the black, especially being that I have a black car. It kind of lucked out because this is a, let's just call it a used part. Not really used at all. It's actually brand new in box, but I'm kind of getting a special deal on it because of the circumstance. It was bought for a car. The car is no longer around. But the welds look really cool. I love the welds. They look really, really good. I like that somebody made this, you know, essentially by hand, which is cool. So I can't wait to throw it in the car. It shouldn't be too bad of a job. The biggest thing I see is getting the center console up, but that's just because I've never done it, and it'll be my first time pulling up the FRS's center console. My old Miata didn't have a center console. Somebody already ripped it out. We will get to that. I hope you enjoy the pictures. We will be back in a bit. So, gonna head to Home Depot, grab pliers, grab zip ties. Then we're gonna go to the garage, get some work done, check out the new shifter. Yeah, see how it feels. We'll do like a preliminary drive around, and then that's about it. There's some zip ties I want to install because, of course, all these plastic pop clips that are all along the fenders that keep smacking right into cones are popping out. So we're gonna get to it. We have a lot to do today. Let's get rolling. Peace. Looking so dirty. Alright guys, so we are back in the garage. I got everything we need, I believe. We'll find out. So what I got, I have a 10mm and 12mm socket, a small little wrench for that socket. I found this in the garage, which actually might help a lot. I've seen a lot of trouble getting the shift boot off, the OEM shift boot off. I'm really hoping I could kind of jab in there with this and then pull it down off of the boot. So we'll see if that works out. If not, pretty much everybody I've seen so far ends up destroying the OEM boot and not replacing it. So no big deal either way. Oddly enough, the funny thing I don't have is a Phillips head. So I might actually have to run out and get that if these screws end up being not able to do with the flathead. We'll find out about that, but I'm just gonna get to it, see how much I can get into without having to look at instructions. So I know the first thing I need to do is pop off this small side panel down here, just the kick panels, not this top one. I saw a few different videos where they take off the top one. I don't think it's necessary. We're gonna try it out and see what happens. That wasn't bad. Easy, and I did not break anything. Next, supposedly, you can pop this out, or maybe I need to do, yeah, I need to do this first. That's what I'm talking about. We are cruising through this. Next thing, we gotta pull this out as well. That comes out with some force. Let me show you. Small issue here, I can tell. Oh no. Whoever owned this car prior to me, thank you so much. I found this handy dandy little screwdriver, a part of the toolkit where you get all your spare tools and everything. Okay, so from what I heard here, this is where the really hard clips are because the electronics are right here, whereas around here is where it's a little looser. Let's get this shift knob off all the way though. It feels so much better without. Maybe I was making it worse with that taller shift knob. This is coming up very easy. want to be careful though when you feel the pressure that there's a tab there, like that. You want to be very careful.
All these plastic doohickeys, extremely fragile, and they are extremely annoying to replace. For any young guns out there who are like,
Oh, I want to chop my freaking FRS to shit and, you know, like, be impatient and stuff like I used to be when I was younger. Just don't.
next thing is getting the e-brake boot off. Tabs down here again. 1 and 2, I think. Well, 1 so far.
There we go. That was super easy. That almost felt too easy.
Alright guys, we are on our last set of screws here. I already cleaned everything up with some alcohol actually. Just sprayed some alcohol on a rag and got it all wiped up. I also managed to spray my hand a lot, so I'm just waiting to get extremely drunk in any second.
So next step, we're just taking off these little plastic clips. I don't know why this one slips so easily. It's not threaded. So it is pop clips. And up comes our little sound barrier thing. That's kind of cheap. I am pretty surprised, honestly, with how far I've gotten into this install without looking stuff up. I'm honestly pretty proud of myself. Okay, we have all 4 bolts off. Go ahead, pull this up. This is what holds down our next little plastic boot, our next little layer of protection here. Ew, that made a weird noise. So what we're doing now, we're gonna undo the shift assembly, get to this little boot. This boot is the thing that I was talking about that is the hardest thing to get off. I don't even think I'll be able to focus in on that. It's so tiny. Little boot down there. We gotta get that. So I ripped it, but I ripped it in a good spot, I think. I ripped it above it. So now it's completely exposed. You can see here. There's a little clip that we're gonna have to remove. There's a little washer behind it. It's gonna be, I literally cannot focus on this, but potentially you'll be able to see it on the big screen. As you can see, our shifter here, nice and loose. We're separated from the linkage. If you see here, this is your reverse lockout. So this top plate you need to keep for your new one. If you forget that, you are so screwed, it's not even funny. You think anybody would buy a stock shifter assembly? Like, I don't think anybody would. This ring here, this plastic ring, where is it? Right here, up top, that my hand is on right here. This needs to go to the new one. All right guys, so what took me a very, very long time to figure out was the pin, both removing it and putting it back in. And then also some of the hardware that was provided in the Torque Solutions kit that wasn't sure if I was supposed to use or not. So what I ended up doing was I reused the stock washer. So the next thing is reinstalling everything. We gotta remember that our reverse lockout plate needs to go back in. So unfortunately, this pretty little logo for Torque Solutions has to be covered up. So before we get everything back together, we need to make sure that that is functioning properly. Make sure that we really can get into every gear and that we really are in reverse. Okay, I'm satisfied. We are done. We are officially done, guys. Finally. This took a while. This was long overdue so far. It feels really good. There's a lot of leeway. That is more so the springs, the spring helpers for the gear or the shifter, than it is the actual shifter itself, the shifter assembly. So that's the stock springs being very, very easy to move. So that would be probably another mod that I'll be looking at in the near future. Potentially doing the shifter springs down there, so that way this side-to-side movement is very, very minimal. You just have enough for your gears, and the springs are strong enough that it really just holds its center right over third and fourth. So we will see how it feels. I'll be back in a second. Let's see. Reverse. The light showed up. That's good. Does reverse actually work? Check. Reverse looks like it's working. Not bad. Can I go into neutral? Yes. It does have a little click to it. Right away you can hear that click. That's probably because I did not install... Ooh, that was kind of rough getting in reverse, but it's always kind of rough. First gear. Seems like it. Oh my god. I just need to open the window. I'm not running AC because I don't want the air blasting at the camera, but it's also so hot. Oh my god. Was that real? Those aren't real shifts, dude. So right here we're gonna take a left. Once we take a left, we have a little bit of run room where we can do 1 through 6. Then we're gonna turn around, get back to the garage before somebody steals all of our shit, and we will be all. Man, it's crazy because I'm getting to these shifts way faster. I'm gonna take a right so we can just go on the straight, make a U-turn. But man, already I can tell. Definitely helping drive smoother. I'm in gear so much quicker, then I can focus on the clutch. Alright guys, so we successfully got the install done. I gotta admit, I did not get to the zip ties. It's unfortunate. Is it gonna rattle? Little rattle, not bad. But yeah, so that's it for the install. That's it for the torque solution short shifter. That was really easy. I hope you guys really enjoyed the pictures from Cars and Coffee. They're very fun to do. It's always fun for me to go to events like that, take pictures of other people's cars. As you can see, if you've already looked at my Instagram, I take a lot of pictures of my own car. I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to break out as much as possible, go to shows, events, really capture other colors, other contrasts, other, builds. That way I'm more versatile when I get to, nicer and nicer cars. What I don't want is to not know what to do when I have a Ferrari in front of me, for instance. There's certain things that cars with nicer textures, cars with nicer colors, you want to adjust for that. You want to know how to deal with it. You want to know how to edit it very nicely as well. So it's great practice. So I hope you enjoyed those pictures. Hope you enjoyed the install. If you have any questions on the install, please do let me know. Let me know in the comments. I will respond as usual. Like the video if you liked the video. Subscribe if you want to see potentially more videos, because I happen to put out a video pretty much every week.